For the second year in a row, Media Day for the National Collegiate Hockey Conference was held right here at the Xcel Energy Center, where all 8 teams from the NCHC were in participation, gearing up for this upcoming college hockey season. With spring weather finally arriving and with summer right around the corner, flower season is in full bloom. And for local floral shops, it's the busiest time of year for plant and flower sales. Eastman Hall is one of the more historic buildings on the St. Cloud State campus, but it's been under construction since January of 2018. But this summer it's set to open back up in June and will be the location of some on-campus resources. In the remaining winter months, make sure you're washing your hands thoroughly. And to avoid spreading germs, make sure you cover your mouth when you cough. And believe it or not, eating healthy could help you prevent getting sick this winter. For your Granite City Health Minute, I'm Madison Golden. The U.S. Women's Development Sled Hockey team is here in St. Cloud and have recently joined a very large hockey organization.
Well, we started the Women's USA Sled team, the national team, about 10 seasons ago. It was just through a bunch of grants and, donors and everything, because, us women, we wanted to play hockey too, so you got to start somewhere. Then this season, we were able to get USA Hockey to take us under as the women's development team. So,
as the sport of sled hockey continues to grow, it makes the jobs of everyone involved all the worthwhile.
This year we've gotten together about 4 times. We had a tryout, which was phenomenal. I mean, we had, I think, 30 to 40 ladies that came out and tried out for the team, which was great. It was record-breaking, the most that we've had. So everyone flies to our location wherever we're going to hold the tryouts. We get together. From there, we selected, we got 15 skaters and 3 goalies.
And with the expansion of the sport, 4 countries have sled hockey teams. That includes Norway, Great Britain, the United States, and a common U.S. hockey rival, Canada, who the team will face 3 times this weekend.
So coming into this weekend, Worlds was last year in Czech Republic. We ended up coming out on top. So Canada will be, they're gunning for us. That's that rivalry. We want to beat them. They want to beat us. So
Team USA will take on Canada Friday, Saturday, and Sunday here in St. Cloud at the Herbrooks National Hockey Center. Madison Golden, UTVS News. Hey, you okay is a simple question, but it can really make an impact on someone who may be struggling. Hey, you okay is a campaign at St. Cloud State University that has recently met some of their bigger goals and are trying to expand the campaign to other campuses across the state of Minnesota.
Right, Hey, you okay is a campus initiative designed to ask our colleagues and friends if they're okay.
Where shall we start?
Earlier today, Assistant Director for Health Promotion and Marketing sat down with several graduate students to discuss their contributions to Hey, You Okay and how they plan to further promote this campaign to get more people involved.
So for the Hey, You Okay campaign, I am currently going to be working on the social media. I believe that it's not only about, having followers on Instagram or on Facebook. We have to have engagement and have interaction with people, with students and faculty as well.
Donations were available to make online and in person for this campaign, which would allow for Hey, You Okay to further promote and purchase signage.
So after our successful crowdfunding campaign, we raised over $2,100 that we want to figure out how to best utilize to be able to further the progress.
On April 6th, several students will be attending a conference at McAllister College in St. Paul to present Hey, You Okay and get the word out to other colleges in the state of Minnesota. Madison Golden, UTVS News.
So that's kind of more to do, go.
The St. Cloud State men's and women's swim and dive teams are gearing up for one of their biggest meets of the season as they head to conference after one of the longest seasons at SCSU as they go from August all the way through February.
So for the last 3 or 4 weeks, we've been kind of tapering off practice, which means they get to practice a lot easier, a lot more speed work, a lot more rest. So this is kind of where we go from the heavy training into the speed work. We start focusing on swimming fast.
And for the dive team, their preparation for the conference meet is a little bit different.
Diving, we're kind of the opposite of swimming, so they start to taper down their yardage and we kind of ramp things up training-wise, so we'll start doing more numbers and more repetitions of like the dives we have to do.
And for the women's swim and dive, just under 20 members of the team will score at the conference meet.
So 18 of our girls are point scorers, all of our divers are scoring, and then about 16 other swimmers are, but everyone gets to go and compete.
For the men's side, the competition will be different this year as they switched conferences.
We used to be in the New South Intercollegiate Conference. Now we're in the GLIAC, which is the Greater Lakes. So we'll be swimming against some teams that we've actually seen already, like Northern Michigan. Lots of fast teams, but it should be good competition, and I think we'll do well there.
The next step for the St. Cloud State swim and dive teams is qualifying for nationals, in which the athletes will compete in mid-March. Madison Golden, UTVS News. The St. Cloud State men's hockey team is heading into week 3 of the regular season with a 4-0 record and are coming off of a 9-goal series against Northern Michigan. This week they head on the road to face Boston College on Thursday and Northeastern on Saturday. Welcome into your Husky Hockey Weekend Preview. I'm your host, Madison Golden. Well, it was a weekend of conference matchups for the WCHA and a showcase of several of the top-ranked teams in women's college hockey, a weekend filled with a coaching milestone, first period domination, and a down-to-the-wire overtime. Well, WCHA fans, it was a weekend full of splits, sweeps, and hat tricks, as there were 3 players from the WCHA who finished with a hat trick on the weekend.